and I go back to my this here. Good evening, Tiger family. I am Lisa Hill, principal of Crawford Lawn Middle School. I want to welcome you to our very first Tiger Tube Crawford W. Long Community Town Hall meeting. At this time, we're trying to allow a few more minutes for, we still have a few people joining. We will get started in 1 minute. I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to our parents, our community members, our Tiger staff. Thank you so much for joining me. Wish I could see you, however, face to face, but however, we're going to do this virtually. So I'm sending you a virtual hug, virtual smile, and telling you I hope you are well and safe. So we will get started in 1 minute. So before we start this town hall meeting, please utilize the chat if you have any questions. We have our outstanding school leadership team. They are manning the chat. So please, if you have any questions, please put your questions in the chat, and our dynamic assistant principals, our school business manager, our media specialist, we have our school, our special education lead teacher, they're all manning the chat. If there's any question that's put in the chat that we might not have the answer to, we are recording this. We will get back to you with an answer. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start. Once again, thank you so much for joining our community town hall. As you know, recently our superintendent made the announcement that Atlanta Public Schools will remain virtual until at least January. So I felt that it's critical to really explain and talk about what this will look like at Crawford W. Long Middle School. As you know, we have been virtual. I smile and I applaud our faculty and staff members who have transitioned to an outstanding start to this school year. Also, our scholars, they have jumped in and adjusted to our new way of teaching and learning. Also, parents, I want to thank you. And I know it has not been easy. I know you are juggling online learning, virtual learning, multiple children in some cases, also parenting, you're working. So I want to say thank you. With that, once again, I have a big thank you. Parents, please know the Crawford W. Long faculty and staff, we thank you. We know that March the 13th, we were initially told that we were going to be doing this for a few weeks. I think we went home for 2 weeks, and here we are in October, going into November, and we will still be virtual. But I want to say that although it has been a transition for us, it has forced all of us, the scholars, the faculty, the staff, parents, I'm sure even you, to think outside of the box and to continue to grow. So thank you. And please know, if you need anything, anything, the faculty, the staff, we are here for you. We are open, although students are not in the building. We do have a slim staff that comes in, answers the phone. Sometimes we have parents who come up, and we are here for you. So we are not closed, but we are here for you. So quickly, I want to talk about what virtual learning, what it's been looking like and what it will look like through January the 2021. So first of all, parents, I want you to know, scholars, I think we have some scholars on as well, we have live instruction Monday through Friday from 9:05 a.m. to 2:05 p.m. via Zoom. I want to stress this because I think it may be different at various schools. We are Monday through Friday, face to face via Zoom. So if your scholars have told you that they only have to go to class when a couple of days a week, that's not true. We are face to face Monday through Fridays from 9:05 to 2:05 via Zoom. Also, the students, they go to every class every day. Schedule that is actually available on our website. allows for students to be in class about 45 minutes, and then they have a short break between classes. They also have a lunch break, and then they also go to connections on an A-day, B-day rotation where they have 2 connection classes. Scholars follow their schedule that is in Infinite Campus so that they see their teachers every day, connections they see on an alternating day. Also, Google Classroom. All of our classes are on Google Classroom. So you're probably asking, well, what's the difference, Ms. Hill, between Google Classroom and Zoom? Google Classroom is actually our instructional management system. All that is a big fancy little phrase to say that's your one-stop shop. It houses the course syllabus, has all of the assignments, the Dropbox where your children actually put their assignments. It has a message board. It has Zoom links. You also, if you have an email in our system, or if the teachers have your email, they actually sent you an invite to join the Google Classroom. If you don't know where that is, or if you did not receive it, please reach out to your scholars teachers. They can add you to the Google Classroom. That way you can kind of see what's due. Also, you can see what has not been turned in. You can see messages. You can also send messages through Google Classroom to all of your students' teachers. 100% of our teachers are on Google Classroom. 100% of our teachers are on Zoom. Also, grades are provided and posted in Infinite Campus. I have to stress this because it's very different from how we closed school out last year. When we started the 2021 school year, we are adhering to the policy of grades. Students are receiving grades. They are expected to turn in their work. Their work is graded, and the grades are being posted by the teachers in Infinite Campus. Please, please, please check your Scholars Infinite Campus portal. See if they're missing assignments. Students, and I know at this point, this is going into the 10th week of school, so students have grades. So please, you should see classwork, homework, tests, quizzes, possibly even projects at this point. Also, you will see where teachers have flagged missing assignments. Please check that. If you have any questions, please contact your child's teachers, or you can call the school. We do have people manning the phones, and even people manning the phones at home. So if you have any questions, please contact us. Grades count. I'm gonna pause and say that again. Grades count. This school year is an actual school year. We are adhering to the regular APS policies for grade. So I know in the end of last year, they actually had us to take either the high grade from March the 13th or the lower grade. It's not working like that this year. It's actually students have to earn their grade. Also, we're offering student tutorials on Wednesdays. I apologize, on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Once again, students can get tutorial on Tuesdays from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. with any of their teachers. At this part here, I'm pretty sure you have probably seen or heard some things in the news. All district and state assessments will be administered. So scholars actually took the STAR assessment, which is for ELA, language arts, reading, as well as mathematics. That helped give us a baseline of where our scholars are coming to, where they came to us this year. And it gives us like where we start when we look at growing students. I'm proud to announce that we had over 80% of our scholars, and I want to thank you parents for pushing them. 80% of our scholars completed the STAR assessment virtually. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I give an applause for that. Thank you. The next assessment that will be coming up soon is our district benchmark. Now, this particular assessment actually looks at how students are performing based on what they should have covered this school year. This helps us know what we need to go back and reteach throughout the year. So that is offered in every content area. So we will be starting benchmarks in the next few weeks. So please stay tuned regarding the benchmark assessments. Now, the next piece is really critical. Last school year, the federal government, the state, waived the Georgia milestone. This year, the state of Georgia, the DOE, actually went and they presented a waiver to the federal government, asking that the assessments, Georgia milestones, be waived again. About a month ago, we found out that that was denied by the federal government. What that means is that we will still be administering the Georgia milestone. Parents, we need, faculty staff, we need your support with this. It means that we have to make sure the students are present for instruction for every class, every day. Also for interventions, for tutorials, some of the online platforms to help reinforce, such as iExcel, Reading Plus. We have some platforms that students can work on, even outside of face-to-face. So we're asking that the students, please, please, please make sure that they are focused just as if they were in school, because ultimately we will be taking the Georgia milestone. So next I want to go to APS schedule for report cards for the fall semester. I only want to focus on the fall semester at this point. So that you would know, scholars, we actually posted, we have not mailed out any kind of progress reports or report cards. The first progress report was actually posted in Infinite Campus under grades in September. So this first quarter, which is like the mid-semester, it actually ends on October the 23rd. That will be the mid-semester grade. After that, so you'll know for middle schools, the grades for the actual grade that's posted to the transcript is a cumulative grade from the first day of school all the way until the end of the semester, which ends actually in January. Really, it's December before we go for break. You'll just get the report card after when we return. We need help. And this is my plea, and I told our faculty and staff I needed to talk to our parents. Several of our scholars have not turned in assignments. Several of our scholars they can actually do better. Most of our scholars can do better. When you see the mid-semester grade that comes out for the mid-semester on the mid-semester report card, in some cases it will not look like we want it to look. We are begging, the Crawford W. Long Middle School family, we are begging your support and help. We're looking at Infinite Campus and ensuring that scholars complete assignments that they have not turned in and really focus so that that grade they get in January is cumulative and they can pull that average up. So scholars receive a progress report in September. Mid-semester report card will be coming out on October the 23rd. That grade is it's like a mid checkpoint. They'll get another progress report in November. It's kind of like your last little checkpoint for that final grade in January. Grade in January, actually on the report card, January the 15th, is actually posted to your scholars transcript that goes to the state. So we still have some time to focus and get some work done, but we need your support. And this is just a screenshot of the APS student calendar. I know you probably can't see the entire thing, but it actually shows how it's spread out in terms of the different quarters. Just know that quarter two is a mid-semester, quarter one, which ends on the 23rd, is a mid-semester grade. Scholars actually have a chance to bring up their grades from 26 all the way to the end of the semester. Attendance. Teachers take attendance every day, every period. Teachers take attendance, they only have three options: present, absent, and tardy. So they are taking attendance based off of students joining their live session. In order for students to be considered present, a student must attend online session for the class of the day in question. I know you're probably wondering, well, what if my child has technical issues or Xfinity is down or we can't connect? We do, the attendance team, we do have a code that's coded absent due to lack of technology or technology issues. Then also we have a couple of students who are participating in asynchronous learning, and we do have a code for those. With those, the assistant principals, as well as the business manager, our attendance clerk, all of us we update those based on our knowledge and talking to the parent and talking to the student and any other evidence that they're having technology difficulties. However, students who have technology difficulties are still required. We have even one of my assistant principals delivered a packet off at the house last night. They are given hard copies. We actually have materials in the front office in packets for students who are having technology issues and need in-hand work. So attendance matters. And I will tell you, and it's on a couple of slides ahead, we are going to hit the ground real hard on Monday. We are still held we're still held to the whole notion of attendance reporting. So if students are not coming to school, we will exhaust all attempts to inform you as the parent. If students are still not coming to school, we will then do home visits, and then we have to escalate it to our social worker. Attendance counts every day, every period. So that brings me to our initiative, and I want to unveil it today. Starting on October the 26th, we will have a new initiative and focus on what I'm calling the Tiger Prowl. Let's go get them. So at this point, we are not letting any students off the hook. And we have been calling, teachers have been calling. In some cases, we haven't gotten a response. So now it's time for us to do something different. So the first thing, it will be all hands on deck. I want to applaud our teachers. They have been calling, counselors have been calling, assistant principals have been calling. Now all of us, we're coming together to do what we like to call drive-bys, find out what's going on. And it's really a wellness check to see if families need support, and to try to remove any barriers keeping students from attending class. Also, if students aren't attending class, but they're not completing assignments, parents, I beg you, please, when we call, please answer. If we text, please answer. It's going to take us working side by side, hand in hand, to make sure our scholars are successful. We will be auditing grade books, actually having some Zoom conferences with students and parents, with administration, because we have until the end of the semester. And I know this is different. I know it's non-traditional. It's hard. It's different being in one location all day. However, we have to make sure that students are continuing to learn each and every day. Also, I mentioned our social worker. Our social worker is fabulous. Our social worker has already been doing some home visits. And one thing about home visits, I don't want you all to be like, well, they're coming to get me. We're coming to support you. We have done some home visits, and we have seen ways and areas that we need support. Us here at Long Middle School, we are here to support. If there are things that you need assistance with, or there are barriers, we are here to support, even if it's virtually. I will be having a town hall with the students on Monday at 2 p.m. Actually, it's supposed to be 2:15 p.m. as soon as they finish class via Tiger Tube, so that they will hear and see from me, know from me what the expectations are. We will be sending letters out, certified mail, regarding students' attendance, and also in some cases we have to do grades as well. So also, if you need help, or if your scholars need help, we have what we call the Help Us Help You Tech Zoom room. This room is, and I smile because it's an amazing, amazing concept. And I want to thank our counselors, our clinical therapists, our media specialists, and I hope I didn't forget anyone, our parent liaison. They man this room basically all day. I'm going to leave it up for a moment. If you need to write down this Zoom meeting ID and passcode, please do. So what this room does, if anyone needs any help in terms of, actually for anything, you can go to this Zoom room. They will assist you or point you in the right direction. Please jot this code down. The scholars know if they can't get into a Google Classroom, or if they can't get into their Zoom class, or if they're having authentication issues, they actually get on and they join this Zoom room, and our faculty and staff, they walk them through until they're successful. So I know there's several parents who I have jumped in the room and I've seen that they're using the room for assistance, but it's not only for students, but it's also for families as well. We even have substitute teachers who may come in to get help in joining the classes when we have a teacher out. So please, once again, take advantage of our Help Us Help You Tech Zoom room. Other Tiger news. So we have some other Tiger news that I want to update you on. First major wonderful piece of news is learning pods. So all throughout the city of Atlanta, people are having these pop-up learning pods. And what it is actually a location where students can go on a daily basis, has internet connectivity for them to be out the house. And they are in a room, they social distance, and they are supervised by an adult. Roselle Fan, which is the Atlanta City Parks and Rec Center up on Cleveland Avenue, they just opened 30 learning pods. It's free of charge, and they actually give your scholars lunch. Please reach out to Roselle Fan if you would like your scholar to go to a learning pod, free of charge. They provide lunch, and they give students a safe, secure area to have school and actually do their virtual instruction. Also, immunization. We are held accountable for ensuring students are up to date with their shots. They're actually still sending reports out every day of students, although we're not face-to-face, of students that are not up to date. And they have not let up on making sure that students are up to date on their shots. I applaud because our school nurse and our business manager and APS's nursing department, they were able to establish a partnership with the Ronald McDonald truck that does free immunizations. They will be here in our parking lot tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You don't need insurance. You just need to have your ID, some form of ID. Just come up to the truck. It will be one person service at a time. And they will do the screening to make sure to check for any symptoms of COVID, as well as temperature check. They sanitize between seeing patients. So they will be set up here on our campus in the rear of the parking lot. So once again, and it's free for anyone, not just Crawford Lawn. So if you know anyone who needs to have a child or teenager immunized, please have them to come up to Long Middle School tomorrow. They must be accompanied by an adult. It must be accompanied by an adult. Also, we do have an after-school All-Stars program. We used to have it here in the building, but of course, we're not here. So I want to applaud Georgia State University. They found a way to continue this program virtually. It's offered virtually from on Mondays through Thursdays from 4:15 until 6 p.m. So if you still need something for your students, your scholars to do and to be a part of, please go to our website, scroll down on our main website. Over on the right-hand column, you'll see a little click here, After School All-Stars. Our very own media specialist, Dr. Davenport, is our coordinator. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Dr. Davenport, or you can go through the help desk. She's actually in the help desk, and we can support you. But it's not too late. We still have space available for after school All-Stars. They do fun things. They do academic support, and they actually like virtual dancing, virtual games. So they actually have some wonderful, wonderful classes, free of charge. Please take advantage of it. Last but not least, let's get digital. We're going to do another parent workshop, and I have to pause here because it has been very hard on me, for me, as well as for the faculty and staff, not to be able to come together with our community. So we want to offer as many opportunities virtually as we can to provide information and support to our families. So next Wednesday, we will have a workshop called Let's Get Digital. And doing that, it's not going to be long. We know this time of evening, you have to cook dinner, you got to get things ready. It's not going to be long. We want to just kind of show you how to maneuver through the Google Classroom, so you can check, make sure to see what your scholars, what assignments are there, what the expectations are. That part of the meeting will actually be, of the workshop will actually be only like 15 minutes. And then we want to also present our Title I budget. Although we are virtual, we still have a budget. And we just want you to be informed about our Title I budget and how those funds are being utilized, especially virtually. That will be next Wednesday, October the 28th at 5:30 p.m. via this very, where you are now on the Tiger Tube. So at this time, you can put any questions in the chat that you may have. I will fill any questions that have not been answered. And before I do, I just want you all to know that Crawford W. Long Middle School family, we truly miss you. Sometimes you don't know how much of a family you are until sometimes you're separated. So just know, if you need anything, if I have any scholars on here, parents, if you need anything, we are here for you. Not just about academics, but for support. We have a lot of people reach out to us who have resources, such as the city, or like for rent resources. Please reach out to us. If you need anything, we are here for you. I have to stress that. And also, we miss you. Please reach out to the teachers. And I will say, we have fabulous teachers. I invite you, if you have not peeked over your scholar's shoulder when they're in class, our teachers are rocking. And they have taken virtual learning to a whole nother level in terms of making it engaging, finding resources, new ways of delivering it. Also, be on standby. I'm trying to put something together for a possible drive-through to pick up additional supplies. I know that some students were provided backpacks through the beginning of the school year. I know those resources may be a little low or getting low. So I'm trying to see if I can put something together to possibly do another drive-by to pick up additional supplies that may be needed going into the next semester. So stay tuned. Also, some of the teachers want students to have some hands-on activities, and we are preparing, especially for science, to order some fun things for them to utilize to do some projects at home. We don't want you to have a burden of that expense. So we will be announcing a drive-by for those teachers' classes that scholars would need some other materials. So at this time, I'm going to turn to my cell phone to see if I have any questions, and to Dr. Davenport. Okay. Okay. Please reach out to Roselle Fan. The number was provided in the chat. This was a great resource. So please, I know parents, sometimes you may need a break and they need a break. So utilize that free resource. So if there are no additional questions, thank you. This is taking me to virtual learning, is taking me to another level. But thank you. This is my first Tiger II community meeting. Can't see you all, but just know I miss you. If you need anything, I'm literally here every day, almost every day. Most importantly, please be safe. Please be safe. And if you need anything, just know your Crawford W. Long Middle School family. We're here to support you, and we love you. Be safe.